the hunting that they do with their webs. There's two parts, and depending on time, you'll have to see how fast your first center goes through and see if you have time for the next. It shows how they feel rather than they see their prey. Again, Amy said they have terrible eyesight most people. So what we're going to do is designate one child to be the spider.
Who would like to be the spider? We're actually going to show you how to do this.
Liam, want to come be our spider?
Yeah, you be the spider. You're wearing black. Come on up. So we got these little headbands. So the spider wears this black headband with the spider on it.
Okay, we need 2 insects.
Who would like to be an insect?
Judy, you're on the end there. And
Okay, Liam, you get to hold this.
oh, and then there's blindfold.
We're going to blindfold you. See, we're going to need you to come and demonstrate again sometime. The blindfolded spider, because he has a lot of eyes, but he just doesn't see very well. That simulates a spider and how well they can see.
Okay, and there's enough strings on here to be for lots of bugs. Hopefully, I think up to 1 spider and 5 insects, but maybe 6, I think.
So if you had a center with 6 kids, you'll have enough string. And the strings you don't use, you can just keep wound up on this block.
Okay, so now, can you help him hold it down and then kneel down? So who's ever in charge of the center, you have to help the child hold down the block of wood. I'm sorry, you can't see very well back there. So hold it on the floor, Liam. Okay, and we pull it tight. And now the child will spread their fingers out on each line. And then the person who's in charge of the center, the adult, will point to a bug. And that bug will twang the line.
Okay, hold on.
And he has to point to which one's the bug.
Okay, so your fingers have to hold all the webs. Okay, and then like this.
Spread out your fingers.
Spread out your fingers.
So your flat hand.
So you want these guys to be sitting pretty close together. I'd scoot in, guys. So now, really gently.
Just rest your fingers on top.
Rest the fingers on top. Let go. Let go.
Yeah.
Here, Liam.
Show them before they're blindfolded.
Okay, put your hand on this. You can feel all of them.
But don't
Okay,
grab.
so have them put their hands on the string first and then blindfold them.
All right, Liam, you're going
Otherwise, it
blind.
will not be successful.
Okay, so
And
now,
then he's going to point to the one of which string he feels it move, or he can like just push it down or something. So if somebody move.
you help him hold it down, so it's
Okay.
tight enough. Okay, now the class volunteer will point to someone. That's the bug.
So which one moved?
Good.
Yep.
All right, we'll do it again.
Okay. Nice. Which one was it?
Good job. All right, so
So-
each kid should get a turn to do this.
Okay.
Definitely, because they'll love it. Okay, Liam, thank you.
So then you just trade off being spiders and insects.
But you'll have to hold down the block for him because it moves.
Actually going over the high road.
Nice Spidey.
Amy got those.
Where did I get these? Disguises. It's the Halloween store where you get all the costume stuff down on Colfax. And I got these there too.
So the kids would be too wild, but of course the spider wouldn't just point. The spider would go out there on that web and grab that insect, probably inject it with poison, wrap it up, and leave it there to struggle and die. And then spiders have really teeny tiny mouths. They can't eat, so they have to turn their prey to liquid, and then they suck down the inner juices. Oh, and we have a cue in there. The captured insect gets to be the next spider. So maybe only one, but it was fun for Liam to be able to feel many insects. So that'll be up to you, who's ever doing that center. Anyway, it helps the students learn how much the spiders rely on their sense of touch. So the next one is the spider's supper web.
This is my favorite thing.
So that's that was mine. It was my favorite thing. For this one, there's okay. So have the group gather around this fancy web. And we're going to explain that the group is going to act out the whole process of trapping and eating its prey. So we'll have a spider. So you'll have 5 or 6 kids, and the first kid gets to place the spider on the web. And so you can ask them where they think a spider would sit, and you know, you can discuss that if you have time. We'll put him on there. And again, if you did the game already, you're going to talk about that the spider's legs are out there feeling the vibrations. And then you want a flying insect for child number 2. So you can hand these out before or as they go. And then we want to talk again about the sticky web. And that's probably where the sticky web talk is, the center 3. So you want to talk about why the spider isn't getting stuck where that insect is. So the answer's in there for you. Of course, love that. And then child number 3 gets to make the spider pounce on the flying insect. Very exciting. And then
You're gonna have to have some serious classroom management skills on this.
I see we're missing the ball of yarn, but child 4 will have that in there by tomorrow morning at 8:30. Wraps up the insect with yarn, spider silk. So wrap. That kid gets to wrap it up. And why do they do that? You want to ask them why they wrap their prey, and the answer's there. In the tiny mouths. And then if you have large groups, you can do a second flying insect, and then the spider can pounce and wrap it up again if you have a big group. So the last question is how spiders eat their prey. And then the best part is the insect insides soup demo. So we have, we have sugar cubes. You know, they all love that after the erosion unit, if you remember that. 1 sugar cube per child, 1 cup per child. And you can explain that the cup is symbolizing the hard exoskeleton of an insect, and the sugar cube is the insides. Warm water, you need warm water, so there's a jar in there.
We didn't want to like get the whole carafe of heating up the water thing going on this time. So if you just go to one of the teachers' lounges or something, just fill this jar up. It'll last the whole entire ELF session.
And microwave it. There's a microwave down in
And
the
it doesn't
workroom.
need to be boiling hot. It just needs to be warm.
And place a few drops on there. And it's venom. It's dissolving the insides. You can put it on the
Yeah, I
screen.
don't know if it'll show up on the dock viewer, but
But it's
Try it.
dissecting the insect's inner parts because the spider cannot chew. And if they're really good and have been paying attention, you can let them drink it.
So anyway, it'll start dissolving quite a bit and turn to mush, and that's exactly what happens to the insect inside their exoskeleton. So, and then at the end, yeah, if you're feeling up to it, let them drink it. Be like, you want to drink like a spider? So that's kind of fun, and then they'll be on a mini sugar high for you.
Yes.
Be like, oh, it's time to switch centers now.
And then, so the final questions talk about the challenges spiders face as far as predators go, and how the spiders that don't build webs capture prey. So it's, again, it's back to jumping spiders, wolf spiders, crab spiders, tarantulas, and there's lots of, is this from the center? No? These handouts?
Yes. Oh, there's a string.
Here's our yarn, yay. Yes. Okay, I thought I did that. Some good pictures in here of wrapped up grasshopper, parts of a spider. Again, you can discuss the anatomy. Another wrapped up grasshopper. This talks about the hunters being here all day. Oh, yeah.
So here's a wolf spider.
So this center, again, you can discuss the importance of a web, and you can kind of cover what the other centers have covered if they've rotated a few times. Say, you know about them not sticking to their silk and that. And then we have 3 books of this one. Spiders, talks about hunter spiders. This book, Spiders, The Secret World of Spiders. There's lots of spider books. The Orb Weaver talks, page 15, talks about trapping and wrapping their food. So it's got some good pictures of how they wrap it. I always start with the books because while they're pretty engaging, they're not quite as engaging as the game and stuff. And then this book of Spiders by Zoo Books, page 16 and 17 talks about non-web hunters, and page 20 talks about jumping spider photo. It's just a really cool photo.
But be careful not to spend too much time on the books, because then you will definitely not get to the other stuff in your 20-minute time slot.
All right.